like Alaska cruises are so popular. So sometimes the perception is it's freezing, and it's not, right?
It's not as cold as you think. You're not going to the South Pole in the height of the winter.
Yeah. Hi, I am Nicole. I own Expedia Cruises, and today we get to talk to Laura from Antarctica 21. So if Antarctica is on your bucket list like it is mine, then you're going to want to listen. So tell me, because you can explain it so well.
I do. I
Yes.
love Antarctica. The polar regions are my happy place.
That's awesome. And if someone's like me and they want to go, most people think, okay, I got to go through that Drake Passage, which is long.
Exactly. The Drake Passage is the wildest waterways in the world.
Yes.
And it can take 2 to 3 days or more, based on the weather, to get through it in each direction.
It's long.
It's long. Crossing the Drake is a big deal, and there's not much out there. It's really kind of a waste of time to cross the Drake Passage.
They say the Drake Shake.
Or the Drake Lake.
Yes.
Yep. You all wonder where you're out there. I've been out there in the Drake Shake, and it's a wild place to be.
Yeah. So, but there's another way you could get there,
There
right?
is another way.
Yeah.
What we do at Antarctica 21 is we fly you across the Drake Passage.
So you can fly to get to Antarctica. You don't have to do the Drake Shake.
That's it. You can fly to Antarctica, board your ship in Antarctica, and sail away into the calm waters and inner passageways of the peninsula. So in most cases, you're never going to experience rough seas at all.
That's really so amazing, because I think most people just assume they may take it off their bucket list, thinking that they're going to have to go through that. And time-wise, I mean, you're saying there's normally 2 to 3 days each way, so that's 4 to 5 days, maybe 6 days of nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we fly you across the Drake Passage in 2.5 hours and give you the 6 days of your life back to go explore somewhere else.
That's
awesome. It's a really long way to get to the ends of the earth.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
Any place that you can spend some time to save some time to get there is really helpful.
Yeah.
And then once we get you to the magic, you're just surrounded by it.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
I'm going to go through kind of all my questions, because I have so many things I want to
Let's
cover,
hear
because
it.
I anyone that knows me, I really, really want to go. So I would say, let's just start with Antarctica 21. Tell me just like a little bit about the company, how long have they been around?
Sure. Antarctica 21 is a Chilean-based company. We have offices in Santiago, Chile, as well as Punta Arenas, Chile. And we created the fly cruise model at Antarctica 21. We pioneered the way to fly across the Drake, and we've been doing it for about 23 years now.
Yeah, awesome. So a long time.
A long time.
Longer than, there's a lot of these newer brands that are starting to make expedition ships going there, but you've been, I would say, the original, like you said.
We are the original fly cruise pioneers across the Drake Passage. So we have great friendly competition that's come into the air cruise model, but we are doing it differently, and we've been doing it the longest, and with that have experienced the most contingencies and different operational logistical challenges, and we're ready to handle it.
Yeah, that's awesome. So expedition ships. So if someone's never heard of that, because I would say for me, there's sometimes people say, well, I saw this cruise and it goes to Antarctica and it's super affordable option. And I'm like, no, you go past, you wave at Antarctica. You don't actually go to Antarctica, because it has to be a purpose-built ship, correct?
You need a small ship to be in the Antarctic. The Antarctic Treaty doesn't allow more than 100 passengers to leave the ship and go to shore at one time.
Yeah.
And ships over, I believe, 500 passengers aren't allowed to land at all. Or make any sailings.
I would say that's a big thing that people don't understand, is they may see an Antarctica sailing. It's on a bigger ship. Mm-hmm. If it's over 500 on that ship, which is most cruise ship size, you're not actually going to the land.
Don't
You're
do
just,
it.
Yeah, it's a long way to go to just go through the waters. Yeah.
Ship size matters, and the smaller the ship, the better in the Antarctic.
Okay. So your ships are
76 passengers.
nice.
Yes. So
Yeah.
we are basically the smallest passenger ship that you can be on without getting into private yachts and different sort of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our ships match the aircraft size. So it's a one plane, one ship model that we move everybody from the flight from point A to point B at the same time, get everybody on the ship. 76 passengers. Everybody gets to get off the ship quickly and efficiently to explore the Antarctic. You don't wait in lines. You don't have any noise or crowds. It's really an intimate, beautiful way to experience the magic.
That's so awesome. So now that would make sense too when you're talking about the flying. Because there is, like you said, there's other vendors or suppliers that are doing the fly and cruise.
There are.
But they don't have everyone on the same flight.
That's it.
Yeah.
The bigger ships, they need 2, 3, sometimes rumored 4 aircrafts to move everybody from Punta Arenas, Chile, over to King George Island, which is where they land in Antarctica. Sometimes the Antarctic weather windows, they just don't allow that many flights. They close up, and then you have people on each side of the Drake Passage, and nobody's going anywhere.
Yeah.
So we've alleviated that problem by having one flight, one ship. Everybody goes together.
That's so awesome. Okay, so you had told me this. My map's not very good now that I look at it. But now there's 2 options that you would go out of, right? You would fly either most people get down there and they go...
Most people sail across the Drake Passage to get to Antarctica. So they are leaving from Ushuaia, Argentina, which is the very tip of Argentina. But the folks that do the fly cruise, they go out of Punta Arenas, Chile.
Okay.
So it gives you the options to explore in Chile. There's incredible places to see in Chile. Punta Arenas is also the jumping off point for Torres del Paine National Park. So it's fantastic that you can see Antarctica and Patagonia, do the best of the best in less than 2 weeks.
That's so awesome. Yeah, because you're cutting so much time just
That's
the nothingness.
That's it. And it's nothingness. You're not missing anything out on the Drake.
Yeah. And the fact with the flights, because like you said, weather related, sometimes if you're on sometimes your flight might not make it out when you're planning.
Sometimes the flight might get delayed. But if the flight is delayed, you're sitting at our Explorer's House, our expedition center in Punta Arenas. You're sipping a Pisco Sour, and you're happily waiting for your flight window instead of bouncing around the Drake like a ping pong in a washing machine.
Which is true, because if you Google, you can see some of those. I've seen some of those wild.
I've been out there. You know, it's just more comfortable to fly across. Yeah, and never have I ever met anybody that said, oh, I really wish I would have sailed the Drake. Like, that's just not something you hear.
Yeah. This is awesome, because then I think if someone's wanted to go, they may have taken this off their bucket list because they didn't want to do that. And it's just a way to make it possible. And time-wise, too, you can see so much more. So once they're on, or what would be a typical, let's just say, because don't you have a 7-day itinerary that includes, so what would that look like?
Right. A day in a life of Antarctica, once you've finally gotten to the ends of the earth, we keep you very busy.
Yes.
You'll wake up by about 7:30 in the morning and join the breakfast buffet around 8. Delicious breakfast buffet. Nobody's going to go hungry. You can feed all day. Then typically we're off the ship in the morning by 9 or 9:30, give or take what's happening. And we'll be out on our first excursion for about 3 hours, give or take. The excursions really vary. You could be cruising in a Zodiac in an amazing bay full of icebergs. You could be hiking a peak to see chinstrap penguins that are hanging out on top of the mountain. You could be in a historic hut. You could be at a science station. There's really a lot of variety that happens in the daily excursions.
And those excursions, would they adjust based on kind of like what's happening?
100%. That's where the expedition comes in. Is our expedition team is insanely knowledgeable of the area. And so they are always moving quickly to take advantage of the best opportunities in the area.
That's awesome.
We're off the ship twice a day. So we get off the ship in the morning for a morning excursion. At lunch, we'll switch to a new landing site, and then we're off the ship again in the afternoon. So in a perfect weather world with Mother Nature shining on us, we're giving you about 6 hours of shore time a day, which is huge in the Antarctic.
Yeah, that is huge because, like you said, I mean, there's only so many people that per day with the, what's it called? The Antarctica?
The Antarctic Treaty doesn't
the
allow
treaty.
more than 100 people from ship to shore.
Wow, interesting.
So it's a big deal that we're able to move everybody off the ship twice a day at 2 different landing spots.
So exciting. Are you seeing more? Who's the typical traveler that's going on your?
Oh, that's a great question.
Yeah.
I mean, it's global. First of all, the whole world is welcome in Antarctica. You know, it's still the one place that's not owned by anybody.
Speaking though, we're so lucky.
We are. The voyages are operated in English.
But then global travelers.
That's it. So if you don't speak English, we have fantastic Whisper Light translator devices.
Oh yeah, it's amazing
that those people have.
Okay.
So everything is operated in English, and on every departure, on average, maybe you'll have about 50% North Americans on board, but typically you have 12 to 18 countries, again, on average,
That's awesome.
represented per departure. So, you can make friends around the world on one ship.
And then what's the age bracket?
The age really varies over the holidays and festive season trips. You'll see all the families out there, so all the kids and everybody out of school. If you're traveling outside of that festive season, definitely mostly all adults on board. But it's not just for those people that have retired and are living life leisurely. This is an active journey that can accommodate all activity levels.
So, I do like to know that.
Yeah.
So
all
levels.
age ranges, all activity levels, multi-generational families. You can have grandma down on the shore talking to the naturalists about the wildlife, and you can have the kids hiking the mountains with the mountaineer. There's really just something for everybody. We have the most guides to guests in the industry with the ratio of 1 to 6. So with
that's
that,
a key thing. Most
it's
guides
a
to
big deal.
guests. Yeah.
Most guides to guests.
Yeah.
So with that, we can accommodate everybody's activity levels and take care of everybody really individually.
Yeah, that's awesome. So lots of multi-gen. So I could totally go.
Yeah, you can do it. The other great thing about the Antarctic is it's not like, oh, well, you really need to get over that hill to see it. Like, once you're there, you're truly surrounded by it. You don't have to go anywhere to see it. You can just be right where you are.
Yeah, because lots of people will say it's kind of a mythical or the most magical place in the world. Why? What would you say? Because you've been so lucky to experience it. Why do you think that is?
It's the ice.
Is it the ice?
It's the ice. People will go for the wildlife or the history or the science or the seventh continent, whatever's inspiring them. But almost always it is the ice that ends up mesmerizing people.
Interesting.
And one of my favorite quotes I've heard from somebody once is she said, I went for the penguins and I want to go back for the ice.
Oh, that's cool.
The ice is absolutely incredible. You can't imagine these shapes of the icebergs.
There's nothing like that anywhere else.
Nowhere else on the planet. I've traveled the polar regions, so I can continue to stay with confidence. There's nowhere like Antarctica.
That's so cool.
And it's the ice. And not only do you just have these huge, incredible ice formations, but it's the color palette.
Yeah.
You're in this silvers and turquoises and just like Crayola has never invented these colors yet. So it's
something you can't
really
explain.
Extraordinary. Yeah. It's hard to imagine, and even the Arctic is completely different. You know, you can have some moments in the Arctic that you're like, oh, this kind of looks like Antarctica.
Yeah.
But there's just nowhere like it.
Yeah. That's why it's so popular.
It's
getting more popular.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. People are learning about it. And now that they hear that you can fly,
they're
like, all right, I've got to go see this Antarctica.
Yeah. What do you think surprises people the most when they start preparing to go?
That's a great question. In the end, it's not that complicated. You pick your trip, you pack your bags, and you head off to the ends of the earth.
I think something I would say that you mentioned to me is that lots of people are like Alaska cruises are so popular. So sometimes the perception is it's freezing. And It's not, right? It's
Great
not as
question.
cold as you're thinking. Like, I'm going to have to prepare and buy lots of clothes.
You're going to the peninsula in the summer.
Yes.
You know, if it's a nice day, it can be 40 degrees. You
Which
know,
is, I mean,
if
we're in
it's
Utah,
not windy,
it's not bad.
quite
Yeah.
balmy.
Yes.
Like so yeah, sometimes you hear people say, I don't want to go, it's cold there.
Yes.
I mean, it's cold.
It's not like we're not laying out.
Yeah, but it's manageable.
Yeah.
It's not intolerable. If it's that cold, you're not going to be off the ship out on an excursion.
Yeah. Well, and I think, I guess that to answer my question, most people think they have to prepare, that it would require big preparation, but maybe really it doesn't.
It doesn't.
It's not this huge undertaking.
That's it. It's easier than you would think. You know, it's commercial. You pack and you go.
And you go.
Warm socks. I think
Yes.
warm socks are the key to staying
That's true.
warm in Antarctica.
Yeah.
Good, thick socks. But
That is good, because that was one of my questions, the kind of gear.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually love that you told me this, but I'll ask the question. Do you get a coat with what kind of, or do you get a coat, or what gear do you get with Antarctica 21?
yeah, we loan you the boots that you need to use for the expedition, which are fabulous.
Yes.
You're happy to use those all day long. We do not give you the parka for a handful of reasons. First, we feel that it's a personal choice to get your own gear, get your own color, make sure it fits, make sure you like it.
Yes.
And also, a lot of the other operators that are giving out the polar parkas, they're being left behind. And now there's containers upon containers at the port of Ushuaia of these giant expedition jackets that people have left behind.
It totally makes sense.
They're not necessary.
Yeah.
You just need your outer layer of gear to be waterproof. Think ski clothes.
Yeah.
It's not as intense as people think.
That makes sense. Well, and I never thought through that, to be honest, because I thought, I want my coat red or yellow or whatever. But even in Utah, I don't know that I would wear it that much, like ever again. And then you're flying home and you have weight limits. So I can see that it would be a forever problem of the coats piling up left there.
I think it's more important to get
what you
good
like.
gear that fits good, is lightweight,
I
the
totally
good
agree.
technical gear these days.
It's so good. Yeah, there's so many options.
That's it. You don't need a big, giant, heavy jacket weighing you down that you can't even put a backpack on over.
Yeah, and you can just layer, so then you can take off based on the season. Or the day.
The weather.
Yeah.
If you protect yourself from the wind, and in the Antarctic, the wind is relentless.
Yeah.
Protect yourself from the wind, and you're going to stay warm.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. Okay, so how many ships do you guys have?
We have 2 ships.
Okay.
We have the Magellan Explorer, which we built in 2019 out of everything we've learned from sailing in the polar waters. And then we also have the Magellan Discoverer, which is brand new. We're building it right now. It's about to set sail in October of 2026.
Oh, soon.
Yes, very soon. And this is a beautiful new premium ship that is forging the way in sustainability and new marine technology for the Americas. So it's a really incredible ship.
Oh, that's awesome. And both ships are basically the same size, just slightly, the upgraded version. They've taken what they've learned.
They are, but both ships are sister ships, 76 passengers to 1 aircraft, and really just wonderful places to call home for a few days.
I love that. Antarctica is, we talked about this, but Antarctica is one of the most protected environments in the world.
Yes.
Do you know what all the rules are, or just like a quick overview?
Oh my goodness. I mean, there's manuals and manuals
Really?
of rules. Yeah.
Why do you think there's so many?
Well, because it's pristine and protected.
Yeah.
But
which is what makes it special.
But yeah, to keep things really simple, you cannot sit or lay down in the Antarctic any longer.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So you can't sleep overnight?
No, on the shore.
Okay, so you'd have to hike up to so explain that to me.
On the shore, when you're on the land, you cannot sit or kneel or lay on the ground.
Interesting.
Yeah, this is to help protect the environments, to help the spread of avian bird flu and other things. So, yeah,
so you
standing only.
You would get off the stand, and then...
When you're on... So all the ship-to-shore operations are all done by Zodiacs.
Okay.
So you go from the ship to the shore on Zodiac, and once you're on your excursion on shore, all standing. You're not
All
allowed to lay
standing.
down anymore. And for people that have no old school Antarctica, you used to be able to lay down, and the penguins could surround
Yes.
you, and
None
you
of
could
that.
have a different view. No, now you have to see the penguins standing up.
Standing up. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
What is
So,
any other ones?
Another one is before you leave, you need to clean the outer layer of your gear. Like, for instance, a lot of warmer weather jackets have Velcro to hold your cuffs in place and stuff. You vacuum your Velcro because you don't want to take any seeds or any foreign objects to Antarctica. The whole tagline down there is "Don't pack a pest."
Oh, interesting. Okay, so explain that to me better. So I have all my gear and I get to...
You get to that for us. You get to the Expedition Center in Punta Arenas.
Oh, cool. Which you should mention real quick.
Yes.
You have an expedition center in Punta Arenas.
Which is a beautiful historic building that we've rehabbed. It's exclusive to Antarctica 21 guests, and really a delightful place to spend your time at while you're in Punta Arenas.
Awesome.
And then this is also where we prepare you for your expedition.
Okay.
We have a briefing there. We loan you your boots there. There's a gift shop. The longest bar in Patagonia is there. And also we have a biosecurity section set up, so that on day one of people's departure, they can come in and clean the outer layer of their gears. So we have these little mini vacuums
That
and
clean all the
magnifying
little-
glasses. And
So we give our coats or whatever.
well,
and
this
then,
is a self-service sort of system.
That's okay. I can do it.
So we'll
I
watch
have my quote
over
and you
with
show me how to do it.
That's it. That's
Interesting.
it. But your backpacks that you've been out hiking with in the mountains here at home, you want to clean those up because we want to protect the Antarctic from any random seeds.
That makes
or,
sense. Something that
different
we don't want to
things.
bring something from Utah down there.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. We want to keep it as pristine as we possibly
That
can.
makes sense. Okay, so that's, and it's called what did you call that?
Biosecurity.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Sounds fancy. For our adventure, you get prepared.
That's
okay.
it. But I would say for high level rules that the average traveler to Antarctica needs to know, that's kind of it. Like, don't plan on sitting down while you're on
Okay.
shore. Vacuum your gear before you go.
Okay.
And know that more than 100 people aren't going to be from that ship to shore at one time.
Okay.
And other than that, like, I would say those are kind of the main
thing.
the main rules.
Kind of interesting though. It's cool.
Drones, that's kind of a common question we get. Drones, it sort of takes an act of God to get a permit to operate a drone in Antarctica.
Interesting.
So for most,
No
you need
drones.
to leave your drones at home.
Yeah. I think Tahiti has that rule too.
Maybe it's spreading.
It's
It's getting out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say that's kind of your
Those
typical.
that's what would affect the normal traveler.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get pause. Okay. Well, this we've talked about that. Okay, so when do you tell me the season?
Oh, great question.
When I should be booking this and when I should plan for it.
Yeah, as far as booking, people used to say that you need to book a year or two in ahead. That's really not true anymore for the general part. That said, if you have a family and you want to travel over the holidays, book that early.
Which is probably, just anywhere you go nowadays.
Anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
If kayaking is a deal breaker for you, you're going to want to book kayaking early for Antarctica. That sells out.
And why? How many? Is that because it's limited?
It's limited. We have 20 kayakers per departure, and those operate in 2 groups of 10.
Is that per day or per
Per departure.
departure? So the 5 nights or 6 nights that you're in.
Oh. So in theory, you should be able to kayak 3 to 5 times while you're in Antarctica if you're part of that kayaking program.
Okay. So that's a key point. You would want to book that early.
So those you really want to book early. Other than that, at this point, you can really kind of book at any time and be on your way. So, yeah, often people say, well, when's the best time to go to Antarctica? And
Yes.
I don't think there's a bad time to go to Antarctica, but it is different seasonally.
Okay.
So the fly cruise starts at the very end of November. I mean, we're talking like November 29th.
Is
November
like the first one
is
that goes
really
out.
the first one that goes out.
Okay.
And you see in those first couple voyages, photographers really like to flock to Antarctica early.
Okay.
They like their ice and snow as pristine as possible. They don't like dirty birds.
Yes.
So that's really what's happening in December. And also in December, you see the penguins gathering around. They gather all the rocks and are building their nests. They're
So
preparing
cute.
for their chicks. It is really cute. And then as December rolls on, you see the penguins starting to sit on their eggs and preparing for their chicks. And in January, you can literally watch the chicks hatch, which is really magical to see that moment that they meet and the shell cracks open. And I have a great photograph of it, just like, here I am.
You have to send that to
Welcome
me.
to the world.
You have to send it.
Yeah, it's great.
It's great.
So that's January. You have your chicks hatching, and then you have these little chicks wandering around all over the place, happy as can be. And then really mid-January, once the sea ice starts melting for the season, that's when you start getting all your whales down. You know, and then down into February, you have chicks everywhere and whales everywhere. It's hard to look out the window of the ship and not see a humpback whale in
amazing.
February. They're just everywhere. If you move into March, you have all the whales, all the chicks, and you start to get really cool sunset colors that kind of linger in the sky. So that's a pretty unique thing that you can see in March.
Cool.
So that's really that fly cruise season is the very end of November to the very start of March.
Okay.
So it's limited. That
It's similar to Alaska. Alaska has our summer, and then
Yep.
they have their summer.
Great
It's
point.
opposite. Yes.
Great. Yep.
Yeah, and then same thing. I know lots of people ask when's the best time to travel to Alaska, and it's same questions same answers. There's different wildlife happening, so
It
but
varies
they're
a
all
little.
good.
It's all good.
It's all good.
It's all good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
How close can you get to the penguins? Is there a rule or any animals?
There are rules about how close you can get to the penguins. That's a great question. And I should know the answer. I think it's 50 meters.
Yeah, okay.
I believe it used to be 25 meters, and I think it's 50 meters. Now, if the IATO is listening, you can call me and tell me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I believe it's 50 meters
Okay,
to the
so
penguins.
you're just
You know, you
Give them
don't
their
want to
space.
affect the wildlife's behaviors.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If they're changing their path because of where you are, you're too close.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, we're in their home, and we need to respect that path.
That makes sense. Well, you kind of already answered this, but I get where I'm like, what would you what is your, or what would you say is yours or someone ugh. What's your favorite wildlife experience you've had in Antarctica?
Oh, for me, it's the orcas.
Oh,
I love the orcas.
yes.
So that's a pretty special thing, and yeah, I've been able to be very, very close to them.
And that's
down there.
That's amazing.
Yeah, yeah, but also just being surrounded by the penguins, and they're very curious, and they have no fear.
Yeah.
So to just watch them waddle around in their world is a
so
pretty special
awesome.
place to be.
The thing I love about penguins, and I'm pretty sure I'm right on this, is don't they mate for life?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do mate for life.
I
the
think that's so
penguins.
cool because
Yeah.
I don't know other mammals that do. I mean, I wouldn't even say
Yeah,
humans.
I know, right? There's definitely other birds that do, and I
that's
think
cool.
some species, but yeah, it's rare.
Yeah.
It's rare.
It's cool. Okay, so just to kind of like wrap up Antarctica 21, you have your main sailing season, but then there's a few other itineraries that people could look at with your company that aren't.
That are Antarctica. We do.
Yeah.
We have a couple other fantastic itineraries. We have a new itinerary that's sailing from Puerto Montt, Chile, down south to the tip of Ushuaia, and they also do the same thing in reverse. And this is a really remote area of Patagonia. Nobody else in the world is operating in this region and
sounds
kind of
really
the
cool.
northern Chilean fjords.
Yeah.
It's stunning. You can find deeper blues in the ice in Glacier Alley than they're finding in the Antarctic. So this is a really, really remote region. So people that love scenic cruising, like, are just extraordinary landscapes. It's for you, and you're off the ship every day.
Awesome.
There's still Zodiac excursions, and you get to meet local cultures,
Wow.
and there's wildlife. So the Chilean fjords is pretty extraordinary. And we have a brand new expedition for the 27-28 season that is discovering the Falkland Islands.
Ooh.
Yeah, and the Falkland Islands are really special. They're historic. There's a lot of history there. And there's starting to be some great penguin colonies there.
Oh, that's cool.
And on the Falklands, you can get Adelie penguins, Gentoo penguins, chinstrap penguins, macaroon penguins, and king penguins. I mean, there's a lot of penguin variety on the Falklands. And it's one of the only places on Earth I feel that you can see sheep and penguins in the same place.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a funny diversity.
So fun. Okay, so I love all of it.
Antarctica is really it's amazing. I have never met a traveler that was not blown out of the water by Antarctica. I mean, never has anybody come back and just said, meh.
Yeah.
Like, it really is worth it. It's all that, and I think it's completely different from anywhere else.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, there's nowhere like it.
I am going to say thanks so much. I could pick your brain all day because I want to learn more about it, and I will get there.
Just go.
Yes.
Just go.
I love
see it.
that your itinerary is faster.
Yeah.
That makes it not such a hurdle, I think, for a lot of people.
Yeah,
So,
it's true. It takes less time to experience more.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you have any other questions about Antarctica 21 or anything, reach out to my agency and we can help you and, connect you with the best. Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you. This was really fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to learn. So thanks
Yeah.
again.
Look forward to sharing the magic of Antarctica with you.
I'm excited.